stuck here. The cops won't bother me. Taking the NC for a little bit of a stroll, and there's not much happening on the road. Actually, I was supposed to meet a guy that he owned the nc700, and we were supposed to go riding. And then all of a sudden I get this very cryptic message saying Baltimore something, meet me at this address like at 2 in the morning. I was like, what the hell are you talking about? We planned to go to this other place. And then he got upset that I didn't want to go to Baltimore and pick up some dumbbells. And this guy, I don't even know him. I bought the bike from him, but that's the extent. So he decided to, like, I think what he wanted was me to carry like 40 pounds of dumbbells and him another like 40 pounds of dumbbells. And like, to me, that's not what a ride is. I was gonna take him to High Rock, which is like a really cool area, but apparently he wanted to go to Baltimore City and pick up some dumbbells. And then when I told him, nah, I'm not gonna go. Yeah, I'm not going to go to Baltimore to pick up dumbbells and then ride around with 40 pounds of dumbbells, he got upset. He's like, you should be ashamed of yourself. You should be ashamed. And I don't quite get it. He's very cryptic. And this is the same guy that, so I bought the nc700 from him, and I bought it because it had the engine light on, and he sold it to me cheap because, or cheaper because it had the engine light on. So I kind of took a gamble because the engine light could have been something big. And when I told him, hey man, I figured out what the engine light was, it was the battery. And actually at that time I thought it was the battery. And I told him, and then he freaked out on me. He started saying, oh, then you should give me money, man. You need to give me money, because I sold that and we made a bargain that if it was something cheap, you would give me money. And I mean, that was kind of foreign to me, because I would never make a proclamation that I would give you money for something like that. What would he give me money if it was like an engine failure? Of course not. So he got upset at me for fixing the bike and like figuring out that the engine light was due to the battery. And actually at the time I thought it was the battery, so I charged it, but it turns out it was just the positive terminal that wasn't on there tight. So now you can see the battery, the engine light management light is not on because I fixed it. But this guy claimed, the first time he got pissed off at me was he claimed that I should pay him an additional like $500, $600 because I fixed the bike and it was cheap to fix. So I told him, yeah, look, I never told you that I would be giving you money if I could fix it cheap. I just took a gamble buying a bike that had the engine light on. And I mean, I've never heard of anybody ever coming up with some sort of plan. And then I asked him, hey, can you, at one point he got so upset, I was like, maybe I need to really consider that. And then I asked him, hey, can you show me the text where I said I would give you money if I fixed it cheap? And he waited a really long time, and then he said, oh man, I'm just kidding with you. So that was the first freak out. And the second freak out was when just yesterday, like we were planning on going to High Rock. It's a really cool part in western Maryland. I was going to take him out for a ride, show him some good roads, and he's like, sure, I'll meet you at noon tomorrow. And then I was waiting and I thought, okay, he's finally going to show up. I'll show him some good roads. He's going to be surprised that he's been riding around Arlington. And then at midnight or like 1 in the morning, I get a text say something I'll meet you here at noon. And the address was like Baltimore City, like the inner city of Baltimore. And I messaged him, what the hell is this? Because I was confused. I thought we made plans. And then he's like, oh, dumbbell. He showed me like a photo of a dumbbell, but it was very cryptic because he doesn't speak fluent English. So I guess he thought I was being an asshole for not going with him in the last minute to inner city Baltimore and picking up a dumbbell that weighs like 40 pounds. So I essentially told him, nah, I can't go. I don't want to go to Baltimore. I mean, we're also in a lockdown, like a epidemic, and when you go to the city, you know, there's more people, more traffic, and I just don't want to put up with that. I thought it was really odd that he got upset at me for not wanting to go to inner city Baltimore and pick up a dumbbell and then go ride with the dumbbell like it's a great thing for handling, to be using a dumbbell on your bike. Just really silly stuff. So he kind of freaked out on me, and I kind of feel bad because in a way I want to help him, but in a way I feel a little bit weird that he wants to drive all the way from Arlington to Baltimore to pick up, you know, dumbbells when you can pick up dumbbells so much closer. So it was just kind of odd, but that kind of sealed it for me. I'm generally very forgiving as a person, but now that the guy freaked out twice on me, and kind of like very weird freakouts, like really very upset and like say that I should be ashamed of myself. The first time he was saying that I am very dishonest, and that might be true, but I wasn't being dishonest with him. You know, I bought this bike knowing that it had an engine light on, and that means that I took a risk, but he didn't see it that way. He saw it as me owing him some money. And then the next freak out, he was basically telling me I should be ashamed of myself, and he went on and on. It's just, yeah, I don't think I want to be surrounded by that guy. He doesn't seem like he's all there. He seemed like a nice guy when I met him to buy the bike, but it just seems kind of odd that somebody that you don't know is going to freak out on you. But I usually think that people freak out on you like this when they don't want to like be your friend. Like they're always willing to kind of freak out and get very upset because you're kind of like an expendable guy as a friend. But I was going to ride with him. I was going to start like, you know, seeing if he wanted to ride, because he seemed like a cool guy and he had this bike before. You just never know. Some people get very upset very fast, but he seems very temperamental. I don't know, but that's that. Kind of stuck here. The cops won't bother me.